Hello, Archons. Brobnar89 with another groundbreaking discovery for you. Here is our Dark Tidings deck. Let's see what we have here. All right. Houses up. We got fish. We got shadows. We got untamed. Roczorn Quarter Duchess. Okay, cool. Let's see what the Duchess has in here. A neat little spidery archon going on there. Miss Quarter Duchess, what do you have for us today? With your fish, and your shadows, and your untamed. Starting off with a Ring of Invisibility. This creature gains Elusive and Skirmish. All right, we'll be looking for targets for that. Submersible, got an Amber Pip on it. It's a ship while the tide is high. Each friendly thief creature gains Elusive. Okay, lots of Elusive going on so far. Womp womp. This is not great. One of them is like fine. Two of them is boo. Bren the Fanatic. Oh, good. It's easier. It's harder for them to kill your Bren. Cool. 3 power skirmisher elf thief. Play your opponent gains 1 destroyed. Steal 3. Hopefully we've got some way to remove that. Stir up trouble. Choose a creature and one of its neighbors. Each chosen creature deals damage equal to its power to the other. That can actually work for Shadow Self to, or Shoulder It, excuse me, for Shoulder It to get you a little bit of stealing. Gas Pipes Malone, 3 power. Before fight, the creature Gas Pipes Malone fights captures 1 from its own side. It'll be elusive with that artifact out. Second one of those, okay. Hornswoggle, Amber Pip on it, action. Use an enemy artifact as if it were yours. Jackie Tar, 2 power, Elf Thief. Already has elusive. Reap, deal 1 damage to a creature. If the tide is high, deal 6 damage to a creature instead. Second Jackie Tar. Sea Urchin. This is a good card to have. 1 power, poisonous creature. Play, capture 1. If the tide is high, steal 1 instead. Shoulder It. There you go. This is a 6 power taunter. It cannot fight. When it would deal damage, steal 1 instead. So, I'm not very impressed so far. 2 submersibles is just bad. Ring of Invisibility. I mean, you can put it on Gas Pipes Malone, I guess. Make it into a skirmisher so you can keep repeating the effect again and again. Jackie Tar, yeah, already elusive. Sea Urchin, I don't really care if that's elusive. This is a Spectre, so it won't get the elusive. Bren the Fanatic without really any way to destroy it. I mean, you can, I guess you can Jackie Tar it. Yeah, you can hit it with Jackie Tar. If Jackie Tar is already out of hand, you can use Stir Up Trouble. But then you're dealing 3 damage to one of your creatures, which is not necessarily great. So, okay. Not a super exciting shadow so far. 2 Gas Pipes is okay. 2 Jackie Tars is like, Rust Miser, our first unfathomable card. 5 power, reap, exhaust each enemy artifact. Kind of a meh card. Abyssal Zealot is a 4 power creature. After you raise the tide, capture 2. After your opponent raises the tide, move 2 Ember from Abyssal Zealot to the common supply. Really like this card. Yeah, so you can just slowly delete their Amber, and if you have Tidal Wave, you can actually make them raise the tide, and then that Amber goes away, so they don't even get a chance to destroy the Zealot. So that's pretty cool. Ooh, 2 of them. That's neat. Brain Damage. Got an Amber Pip on it. Action. Look at your opponent's hand. Choose a card from it and put it on top of their deck. Flamegill Enforcer. 3 power. Action. Capture 3. After your opponent raises the tide. Enrage. Flamegill Enforcer. Frigorific Rod. Artifact with an Amber Pip on it. Action. Exhausted creature or an artifact. Hookmaster, 4 power, 1 armor creature. Fight. If the tide is high, your opponent loses 2. You would be happy to put the Ring of Invisibility on there. Give it Skirmish so you can keep repeating that effect. Horrid Scion, 4-power creature with poison. Also would be happy to put the ring on there. Keep it safe and just keep knocking out your opponent's creatures. A second one of those, okay. Maelstrom, put each creature on top of its owner's deck in a random order, gain 2 chains. We'll have to see how many creatures we end up with here if that seems like it's any good. Photic Raider is a 2-power creature. Play, capture 2 while the tide is high. Photic Raider gets +4 power. Seabringer Kakolo, 7-power creature with taunt, destroyed, raise the tide. Dredging Druid is a 2-power creature. It's a human witch with elusive. Reap if the tide is high. Put 3 creatures from your discard pile on top of your deck. What kind of creatures would we be happy to do that with? Maybe the Photic Raider. Maybe the Hookmaster if you need to get it back and get some more. The Abyssal Zealot probably you'd be happy with. Sea Urchin definitely. Brand, yeah. Okay. Let's see if we've got some good targets in Untamed as well here. Cross Porpoises, got an Amber Pip on it. Raise the tide, enrage 2 enemy creatures. Very nice. Free tide control and just added bonus of enraging some of those opponents. Nice. Gabuk, 5-power, destroy, discard the top card of your deck. If it's a creature after Gabuk leaves play, put that creature into play in Gabuk's position in the battle line. All tied up. Got an Amber Pip on it. It's an action. If the tide is high, gain 1. Otherwise, raise the tide. Infighting, good. Some creature control. Each creature deals damage equal to its power to its right neighbor. Again, that's pretty good with the Shoulder Id because Shoulder Id is not going to be dealing that damage. It's going to be stealing 1 for you instead. Mollymok is a 5-power beast creature. Play, destroy an artifact. Lots of artifact hate in this deck. A second Mollymok. Wow. Mookling is a 2-power beast creature. Your opponent's keys cost +X, where X is Mookling's power. Milobi, 4-power creature beast. While the tide is high, Milobi gains Skirmish. Before fight, enrage the creature Milobi fights and each of that creature's neighbors. Second one of those. Okay, we can do a lot of enraging in this Untamed here. Reap or Sow. Choose one, ready, and reap with a friendly creature, or give 3+1 power counters to a creature's distributed as you choose. So you can beef up Mookling and make your opponent pay a lot for their key. Witch of the Dawn. Return a creature from your discard pile to your hand. That could be pretty good with Mookling, or perhaps Mollymok if you needed it. Interesting. Okay. Not sure how I feel about this deck. It seems not super impressive. 2 Amber Pips so far. Yikes. 3, 4 Amber Pips. 5, 6, 7, 8 Amber Pips. Yikes. That is not very many. That is not very many at all. Let's count creatures. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Wow. That is a lot for Dark Tidings. That is a lot of creatures. So you are definitely going to be on the board. You are going to be reaping. You're going to be trying to control the board with some board effects here. Interesting indeed. Let's look at control cards. Milobi counts as some board control. That's 2. 3, 4 cross porpoises and rages. I count that. Maelstrom. I don't think we use Maelstrom because we have a lot of creatures. So almost certainly not going to happen. This wants to fight. This counts 5, am I at? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. A lot of like fighting things. The 1 board wipe in fighting. So, and you know, it's kind of a board wipe. If your opponent plays around it properly, it won't do too much. Interesting indeed. Lots of artifact control, lots of artifact hate in this deck. So your opponent will not be able to make much use of their artifacts, but you know, that's not really how you win at Keyforge. Let's check Amber control here. We've got Mookling 1. Yikes, I don't think there's much. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think this is a bit of an over-representation, though, because a lot of the cards that we have here, we don't have good ways to, like, they're either slow for Amber control, or we don't have good ways to use them, like Brand. We don't have a good way to really, like, use the Brand. The Zealots are, like, pretty good. What kind of Tide control do we have? I think we have 2 Tide control cards. We've got All Tied Up, and we've got Cross Porpoises. Oh, Cocoa. I think those are the only 3 there for Tide control. So, okay, Tide control. Yeah, so, yeah, I'm not sure about this deck. I feel like there's a couple of just dead cards in here. It seems kind of slow. You are going to need to be on the board. If your opponent can wipe your board, you could be in really big trouble because there's just not a lot of pips. And you're going to need to do a lot of reaping and managing your opponent's board through fighting that you time particularly well. You do have this recursion here, but I'm just not sold on, like, what cards do you want to bring back? Like, there's nothing that exciting that to bring back here. It'll be situational. Sea Urchin is good, but I don't know. I mean, it's 1 steal. Like, Brand, but it's so hard to use the Brand properly. So, interesting deck to be sure. I've been Brobnar89. This is another groundbreaking discovery here on Cull the Weak, and I will catch you next time.